So you have a toothache. When you go to the dentist, they tell you you need a root canal. They perform the root canal, you go home, and you think you feel better. Until a week later, you have the exact same pain. You go back to the dentist, they tell you give it some time. You give it time and more time and more time, but the pain won't go away. You go to a specialist, they can't figure it out. You go to another dentist, they can't figure it out. Finally, 5 dentists and 2 specialists later, the endodontist tells you, aha, I have figured out the problem. And you say, what is it? And that's when they say, it's the wrong tooth. The wrong tooth. You've been in this pain for almost a year and they've been working on the wrong tooth? How is that even possible? And that's when you were introduced to a phrase called referred pain. When the pain you feel in one part of your body is actually caused by pain or injury in another part of your body. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to crack the code and finally get the answer to your referred pain. Some of you guys think the pain is coming from here. Some of you guys think the problem lies here. But in actuality, the problem is over there. And you're about to find out specifically or get to the root cause of what the issues are. Now, for a lot of you guys, you're going to realize that a lot of these things are spiritually related because, again, we're just living out the manifestations. And to take it a little bit deeper, some of you guys have been dealing with one specific high-rank trickster, demon, entity, dark negative force that was sent to you by one of your enemies or attached itself to you from birth. It was assigned to you specifically because you have a special mission that you need to carry out. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down 10 different things that you need to know as you have slayed or are about to slay this high-ranking demon and find out what the issue actually is. All right, what's up, everybody? We are going to be jumping into this information, but first, I have a major announcement, and I'm so excited to let you guys know that I will officially be dropping my EP. Yes, it is the Waterstar Vibes EP. I'm going to be posting it here on YouTube. It's going to be on all digital streaming platforms, so make sure you guys are listening to it. I also got like a video, but more like a visual, just me rapping along with one of the freestyles that I have, just so you guys can have something to look at as you're listening. But yes, I have some wonderful, great songs. I'm so excited for you guys to hear what I've been working on. So yes, guys, the EP is dropping, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Now, with that being said, let us go ahead and let us talk about this high rank entity, low vibrational energy that you've slayed. A lot of you guys have been thinking that a lot of the issues and the problems that you've been having is just because you're not good enough, or you don't have enough, or you're missing this and you're missing that. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, in the spiritual realm, there was something assigned to you or attached to you that was causing these delays or these problems in your life. So we are going to be starting right here on YouTube, and I'm going to be giving you 5 pieces of information, 5 messages as it concerns you and getting to this referred pain, finding out where this high-ranking entity is coming from and what they've been doing. And then we're taking it over to the Patreon, where I got some pink and purple messages that we're going to be going on over there to continue it. So let's get started. As you guys can see, there are 5 numbers on the screen. I want you guys to choose the number that you feel most drawn to. And of course, I always tell you guys that you can find a special message in each and every single one of these, but the number that you choose just may be a little bit more highlighted for you at this time, all right? So let's go ahead and get into these messages. All right, so if you chose number 1, you're about to have a healing, okay? So just like in our example, that referred pain, what came after they figured out it was the wrong tooth? Well, a healing came. There was a relief. How do you think you or anybody who would be in that situation, how do you think someone would feel after going through an injury and then finally being healed? So some of you guys are physically about to be healed. You kept going to the doctors. You kept trying to figure out what's wrong. Nobody can figure out what's wrong with you. Nobody, at this point, people just say, you know what, it's all in your head, okay? But there was something spiritually happening behind the scenes. You slayed what was behind the scenes, whether you knew it or not. Okay, for some of you guys, slaying this thing was like actually like you doing something, or you trying something, or you overcoming a barrier in your actual life, and this thing couldn't touch you no more after. Okay, now the areas of healing may be around your mouth, your lips, your teeth, your tongue, your throat, and your jaw. Let me take it further. Okay, most of you guys are called to speak. Most of you guys are called for leadership, right? So someone or something, maybe one of the enemies sent it or whatever, they were trying to target the areas that would cause you to not be able to speak, okay? So for some of you all, this was through a teddy bear. We about to go deep real quick because, you know, everybody don't have all the tools, the candles, the voodoo dolls, the pins to push and all that kind of stuff. They just take whatever's around them, okay? So somebody had a teddy bear that you gave them, that they took and looked at and said, this remind me of such and such, okay? They pretended it was you. They punched it, they hit it, they stomped it, they threw it across the room. Oh, I can't stand this person, da, 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 da. Maybe they did not physically actually know what they were doing. But behind the scenes in the spirit realm, it was like a, I don't know, a spell, a ritual man cast or something, okay? They created something in the atmosphere while they were doing this, okay? Because like they be saying in church, like those fervent prayers, like when they mad, when you hot and you really meaning it, that's when you get your prayer up and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, same thing with this black magic thing that was going on here. This person really was upset with you, and while they was taking it out on this teddy bear, meanwhile they were puncturing and hurting the area. So some of y'all been dealing with teeth pain, again, jaw pain, tongue pain, throat pain, your lips, your teeth, your tip of your tongue, all of that. Everything was happening. Some of you guys have been feeling choking sensations, okay? Now that choking sensation thing, that happened to me in prayer. Like, I was asking, me and God was having a conversation. I'm like, show me some more. He was just showing me things, show me. And I was like, what else? What else do they do with that kind of stuff? And maybe this is go back to that teddy bear as well. Maybe they was choking it or whatever, because I tried to get up and it was like, and it was like something had me. And I'm like, man, but I knew it was a demonstration, so I wasn't scared. Sometimes God will show you things just so you'll know, and you're not supposed to be afraid. So for some of you guys, you've been having those sensations, like something is around you, okay? Also, information. Some of you guys may feel like something is leaving out of your head. Some of you guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Some people, some of y'all like, oh my God, that's the perfect way to describe what I've been feeling, right? So there's like this energy leaving the head. This is somebody trying to seep out information. They're trying to figure out what you're doing, what your plans are, so they can ruin them. Yeah, it gets deep, okay? But anyway, listen, you're being released from it all. And all of the effects that any of this stuff ever had on your life in the first place, it's all being removed. Okay? Just like that too. It's like when we fix this, all of that will get fixed. We can try to fix all this all we want to. That's not the problem. The problem is this. We get rid of this, all of that will take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's happening. Now you're going into a recovery phase. Right? So you're going to return to a normal state of health, which is your mental health, your strength, and the turmoil and the torture is over. For some of you guys, this stuff was being done in your mind. It was torture. It was torment. Negative thoughts over and over, tossing and turning, can't think straight, not knowing, you know, you thinking that it's me, I got to change my mind, I got to stop thinking like that. Whole time it's something else happening. It's referred pain. It's not you in your mind because you're just so terrible and you think wrong. No, it's referred pain. It's coming from somewhere else. There's a reason why you're thinking low like that. There's a reason why you keep staying in a low vibrational state, or sometimes you keep slipping back into it. It's not, you know, I love for us to take responsibility for all of our crap, but sometimes it's not what we think. The pain, the cause is from somewhere else. Okay, so you're about to not only figure that out, but you're going to feel all the relief that comes from it. Okay, so healing is on the way. Let's get to the next one. All right, now this next one is rewards for choosing. That's going to be our key word, choosing, making a choice to do the right thing. Okay, think about that referred pain. It's like You could have just gave up and said, forget it, I'm just going to be in pain forever. You could have just took a hammer and knocked the tooth out. But you got down to the bottom of the root cause and you did the work. Or you, in our case, in our scenario, you allowed the dentist, the specialist, to do the work. When the work was done on the right thing, the reward came. The reward was the relief and all of the pressure being taken off. You feel better, the healing, all of that was the reward, right? So you had to choose to go to the hospital or go to the dentist. You had to choose to keep trying, even though it didn't work this time, it didn't work this time, it didn't work this time, but you kept going, and then finally, a solution. Some people just give up and just stay in pain. But you chose to do something to find your victory. Okay, faith without works is dead. You can sit there all day, oh, my tooth is going to feel better, it's going to feel better, it's going to feel better, But if you get up and you go to the dentist and you do some work, there goes your healing, okay? Now, this also doubles as rewards for choosing to do the right thing, like in life, right? Choosing to be kind to homeless people, okay? Choosing to have integrity, do the right thing when no one is looking. This is reward season for choosing to do the right things. Who chooses to do the right things? The people who are chosen, okay? This choose word, we're going to be using it, okay? You understand the laws of karma, the spiritual laws, okay? These are why you're going to get these rewards, okay? Some people, if you believe it or not, I'm a spiritual person. Every day it's all spiritual. It's all spiritual. Like earth come last, okay? But there are some people who wake up, they don't know, it's no spirit, it's no prayer, it's no, hey, God, what's good today? Like, it's not nothing. And it's hard for me to even fathom that. But it's hard for some people to fathom being spiritual all the time. So when you are spiritual, you're more than likely to not do certain things as opposed to some people who ain't spiritual, they just gonna do it anyway. They don't understand the laws of karma, in other words. So for you choosing to do the right thing is going to now choose you, okay? Now, even when you could have got away with certain stuff, physically speaking, because we know spiritually you're being watched, you under surveillance. But you could have gotten away with certain things, but you chose not to. And for that, you gotta, boy, if you don't stick your hands out, get ready to receive, okay? Someone you know chooses to do the wrong thing and wonders why they suffer misfortune. Okay, those people I was telling you about, the earthlings, the earth beings who just, they don't have no sense of spirituality at all. Okay, there are a lot of people, especially in 2021, who are just choosing, I'm just going to choose to do the wrong thing. You know it's wrong. You know it, but, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, well, you know, ain't nobody looking. Let me just go ahead and snatch the little envelope, put that little money in my pocket. Nobody saw that. You know, that kind of stuff. Like, it's like, well, you know, okay, that's all you're going to get. So right now, you're gaining extra rewards for choosing wisely, okay? Now, just as you choose to do the right thing and you're getting rewards, people who chose to do the wrong thing are going to get the lumps of coal. It's going to happen. You're going to see it, okay? For some of you guys, you know, we're not looking for karma. You're not looking to see if people have gotten their justice for doing you wrong, but sometimes these things are just gonna, and I just heard, that is so funny, I just heard that, it was like a microphone, like a megaphone or something. I was gonna say it's gonna be broadcast. So for some of you guys, you are gonna be broadcast, but then for some of you guys, whatever's been going on behind the scenes, whatever's been happening, that's gonna be broadcast as well. So get ready for your rewards for choosing to do the right thing. Let's get to the next one. All right, so if you chose number 3, your enemy is embarrassed, okay, ashamed, and quiet, all right? Let me explain this the way that it was given to me, right? You have the battles and you have the wars. And I think T.D. Jakes spoke on this before, like you can lose the battle, but don't lose the war. Okay, well, think of it like the NBA season, right? You got the season where they're playing games, and then you have the finals, right, where you get ready to play for the championship. Throughout the season, you can lose a few games. Some of y'all, you lost a few games. But when you made it to the finals, right? Some of y'all opponents didn't even make it to the finals, right? The finals is the war. This is what we finna win, the championship. Some of y'all enemies ain't even eligible for the championship. They lost in the preseason, okay? Or they lost in the regular season, okay? They didn't even make it. Now, for some of you guys, you may have lost a few games throughout the season, but when it came time for war, you won, okay? Because the war is where you win, the championship. Some of y'all getting ready to get the trophy. Okay, now, why is this important? Well, because think about how your enemy felt. Watching you, you lost a few games throughout the season. They laughing, you lost, you took an L today. You know, they may look at your record, this how many games you won, this how many games you lost. They keep a record and count of what you doing in your life, watching your pockets, watching your career, watching your relationships. You took an L over there, you took an L over there. Meanwhile, they don't even realize that the war haven't even begun yet, baby. We ain't even at the championship yet. Calm down. We still got a few more games to play. And that's when you showed out. Okay? So again, some of y'all about to get the championship even after losing a few battles. That's the key. Some of y'all be like, I can't do it anymore because, you know, I failed over there in my life, or I'm this age now and that didn't work out and that didn't work out. No matter. That was the season. Like, it's the championship now. You know what I mean? Come on with it. So, wow, this the part that really got me. It's like everything that they've ever said, this the season you move into, it's like everything they said never happened. Okay? Some of y'all got enemies who was going around, they about to lose. Watch everybody come gather around. They gonna lose. And then they gathered everyone around to watch you lose, but you won. And got the trophy. So all the same people who was coming to watch you be embarrassed was the same people to come watch you get the trophy. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes your enemies will rally everybody up to help put you in the spotlight. Okay? You ever had that happen before where everybody thought they was going to come and laugh at you and end up being impressed by you? Okay, now people going to see that this person was not the truth. Okay? This person may have always had a good reputation of saying this and doing that. And sometimes I even got it so strong that the person was so good at talking down on people and making them feel less than that they actually got people to quit. They got people to not even go to the championship because you ain't going to win no way, baby. Come on over here. Don't embarrass yourself. They actually got people to quit. And I got for that, they're going to have to pay. You think that, okay, you get blessed for encouraging people to go. What do you think happens when you encourage people not to go? Do you think you get blessed for that? No. So, yeah, they're going to be in for a rude awakening when they find out there's a price to pay for holding people back as well. Okay? Now, this is not like other times, right? Where people stopped messing with you on the account of what other people said. This is more so people wanting to deal with you because this person brought you into the forefront. Again, we come to laugh at you, but now I'm impressed by you. So it's not like last time where everybody's laughing or you're humiliated because you tried something and you failed, you're embarrassed. No, it's kind of like this is going to be your time and everyone's going to get to see it. And then you're going to have people who, you know, didn't mess with you before questioning the person who turned them off to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, why did you not like this person in the first place? It's going to really highlight someone else's negativity that other people never really knew was there. It's like you're about to turn the light bulbs on your enemy's friends, and you might go make your enemy's friends look at them sideways. Okay? Again, the enemy is embarrassed and quiet, okay, and ashamed because it's like everything they said about your life, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. You're supposed to be failing right now. You're supposed to be with your tail between your legs. You're supposed to be looking crazy. Everybody's supposed to be laughing at you. We're supposed to be sitting around. Some people thought they was going to get to laugh at you and you was going to be the scapegoat and the clown your whole life. They thought they was going to get to laugh at you your whole life. But it didn't work like that. Now, they went from laughing to clapping. Oh, that's what's about to happen. All right? Okay. Now, this is the part. This is why they're embarrassed, okay? If this person is in your face laughing and y'all think y'all cool or whatever, but then this person leaves the room and they start talking crap about you, right? This person is so embarrassed. It's like, man, it's like it was fun and games when I was making fun of you in front of everybody and you wasn't here. But when I realized you was standing around the corner and you actually heard what I said, now I'm embarrassed. Like, dang. You ever said something negative or mean about somebody and your intention wasn't for them to hear it? You was just talking to your friend. You was just being funny between you and this person. But the person actually heard it and then you felt bad. You felt terrible. Like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. Like, you wasn't trying to say it so they could hear you. You were just trying to be funny with your friend. This is how that person feels. Their whole life, this person thought they would be able to laugh at you and talk about you behind your back. But for some reason, now they feel like you know that they've been doing this. You're on to their game. And now they're embarrassed and they're quiet and they're ashamed because it's like, dang, what if they know? Like, it just hit them one day, like, boom, like, what if they know that I was talking all that crap? Like, what if they actually found that out? You know, some way, somehow. And it's like, dang, I'm embarrassed. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that person has to live with that. Live with the fact that you found out something that they didn't want you to find out. It's all fun and games until you found out. And then it wasn't funny no more. Yeah. So anyway, your enemy is embarrassed, quiet, and ashamed. Let's get to the next one. All right. So if you chose number 4, congratulations. You're about to be free for the first time from lifelong torment. Okay, that means whatever this referred pain, this has been something that's been there your whole life. So you dealt with something negative, okay, like the tooth, your whole life. Okay, you've been in this type of pain. Okay, your friendships never work out, your relationships never work out. You always get fired from a job. You always broke and never got no money, can't keep no job. Okay, that kind of stuff, right? So it's one problem here, and you've been trying to solve that problem forever. Like, why can't I get this relationship, and why this won't, and da da da. You're trying to get it right. Okay, so it's been like this from the beginning. So take whatever your scenario is and watch it from the beginning. It's done. It's over. Something you did, you slayed it. It can't touch you no more. It's over with, okay? It was here since you were born, but it has to go now. It's gone. So can you imagine what your life is about to be like? Because your whole life you were operating in pain, right? Or you were operating with this spiritual crippling, or this part of your life was destined from the beginning to not work. But now, some way, somehow, it has to let it go. It's really, can you imagine what your life is about to be like right now? It's kind of like, I don't know why I'm seeing a vision of somebody who has no teeth and they're eating and, you know, they got to eat soup and the food, you know how it is, like, they ain't got no teeth, right? Then imagine this person gets some teeth, like a brand new set of sparkling teeth, like good old solid teeth. Like, can you imagine what they food game finna be like now that they can actually eat? Yeah. They're going to try all kind of new foods that they ain't never tried before, right? So this is how I feel about you. I feel like something is happening where for the first time in your life, you are about to indulge in something that you couldn't before. It was just, you couldn't do it. Okay? So you're being released from something that you had since you were born. Now, this is interesting. Back in the day, I used to go to psych gigs and all that kind of stuff. But I had someone tell me, listen, you got something on you that's not your fault. Here's the referred pain. They were mad at your mom. This person was mad at your mom because your mom didn't take in their child when that person needed your mom the most. All this other stuff, entitlement. First of all, my mama don't owe you. She ain't taking in your kids. She pregnant with us. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, she was mad at my mom, so she cursed me. Okay? So I had, sometimes once you get information, you can start looking spiritually into that. And I started to realize, yeah, like, because then this happened, then that happened, and that, and I start lining up, matching up dates and times, and whoop, whoop, and I could then pinpoint and see specifically where the referred pain was coming from. So whole time I'm thinking that it's something wrong with me here. Whole time somebody was doing something over there. And once I figured that out, all of that came into alignment, right? So some of you guys are going to figure out something that happened before you even stepped foot on this earth. Okay? Someone wanted revenge. Okay? And they put something on you, or they put something on your mom, or they even put something on your dad. You know, you swimming around in his sack somewhere, and they was like, one of them 50 million sperms, whichever one touched that egg, I want you to wreak havoc. You know, something like that. Okay? But this is what I also got too. Now, this, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Somebody prayed for you to be born crippled, okay? Severely damaged or malfunction. That is the definition of crippled. So that is either mentally crippled, physically crippled, financially crippled, okay? They wanted you to be that. Again, the definition, severely damaged or malfunction. This is what they hoped or wished for you, okay? Or a specific area. I want their love life to be crippled. I want, again, a financial life. I want that to be crippled. Like whatever it was that they did, they wanted it to be severely damaged or malfunctioned. Now, this could have been a generational thing, okay? Like somebody was mad at your grandma, great-great-grandma, and it's just been in the bloodline ever since, okay? But it stops with you. It stops here. It doesn't go any further, and it don't go past today, and it's over with, okay? So can't touch you no more, lifelong torment. I wonder what the rest of your life is going to look like now that you don't have to operate in this pain. Let's get to the last one. All right, if you chose number 5, we got something to talk about. Some of you guys are dealing with a transferable energy, low vibrational demon, whatever you want to call it, okay? Let me give you an example. Back in my broke days, I just moved into a place and I needed some stuff. So somebody gave me their microwave and their toaster because they were getting new ones, right? So I brought these appliances into my home. Next thing you know, make a long story short, I had roaches. Because guess what? They had roaches. They didn't tell me they had roaches. They just gave me their roach-infested crap. So, you know, you kill a few of them. It doesn't matter because they got into the floor. They got into the walls. Next thing you know, I have an infestation, right? And I had to search. I had to study referred pain, right? I'm trying to kill them right here on the floor. When you turn on the lights in the kitchen, they go scattering. I'm trying to kill them right there. No, that's not the problem. The problem's not right here. The problem is that queen in the walls. That's the problem. If I can get to the queen in the walls, then all these little roaches around here, they're going to disappear. They're all going to die. Okay? Some of you guys received something spiritually, like you may have laid down and had sex with somebody, or you could have just received something in your spirit because somebody said something that really like got you. But there was a transferable energy, and someone gave you their roaches, spiritually speaking. So whereas, you know, this is why you can't hang around people. Okay, let's say, for example, you was doing good money-wise, and then you got around a broke person. And the broke person had this low vibrational mindset. Next thing you know, your checks was short. You know what I mean? And they gave you that spiritual roaches, and then it wouldn't stop. And the thing about it is, me and that person had stopped being friends. I got rid of the appliances, everything, and I still had them roaches. Okay, so. Some of y'all, just because you've gotten rid of an ex or just because you've gotten rid of certain friends, you still got the roaches. You still got that negative, low vibrational stank energy on you. And this is why you walk in the kitchen and you turn on the light and they still scattering everywhere. What does that mean in your life? This is why your money's still short. This is why you still can't find love because you got an ex somewhere still holding on with his little roaches running around your house. You know, something is transferred. And although you've gotten rid of where it came from, there's still a new space for them to operate in. Okay, does that make sense? So just because you got rid of the ex doesn't mean you got rid of the roaches that the ex gave you, spiritually speaking. Some of y'all gonna have to go in to get rid of those roaches. You're gonna have to find that queen. Lay down with dogs, wake up with roaches or fleas. Okay, this is the thing about accepting low vibrational people. Listen, when you accepted them, you accepted their problems. So whoever gave you this transferable roaches, okay, however this may apply in your life, take it how it applies, okay? For some of you all, this is doubt and negativity. You was all high and mighty, ready to go take over the world. And then somebody else came with their... life is bad and it's going to be a failure and da-da-da-da-da, and they gave you them roaches and you trying to sit there and figure out how come you thinking low vibrationally every day. You know what I mean? You got to get rid of it. You got to get to the root. Okay? This is the thing. You cannot live and operate with roaches. Follow me. Okay? This person can. They don't mind. Some people don't mind roaches crawling all up the ceilings and stuff. They don't mind. You couldn't deal with it. So you had to get to the root cause. You had to figure out, okay, if I put this powder down, this roach is going to go into the cracks and go into the wall, and then it's going to give it to the queen. And then guess what? Then the queen going to come out because the queen ain't going to be able to breathe in the walls no more. Splacat! Easy kill on the queen, and the whole colony falls down. Right? This is the type of spiritual work that you put in to get rid of low vibrational energy. You got some people who not going to do that. They just going to let the roaches roach. Okay? Just going to do your roach thing. Okay? This is why you have to stay away from that. Because you could have went through that whole process of getting rid of the infestation only for them to give you another microwave. Trying to be nice. Hey, I gave you a microwave. No, you keep your microwave. Okay? Okay, yeah, I'm just still going on about you may have dumped this person, but their energy is still there. Okay, so it's up to you to get rid of the infestation. It's up to you, just like how we keep talking about referred pain. Find out where the issue actually is. It's the queen in the wall. Once you get her out, everybody else is going to fall. So for some of you guys, again, just because you broke up with that person doesn't mean, some of y'all still got the bad habits of that person. Like y'all picked up habits. I'm saying somebody picked up somebody else's habits. And even though that person is out of your life, you still continue on these habits, or I even get a catchphrase. Like it's a catchphrase that this person used to say all the time, and you couldn't stand it when you was around them. And now that y'all broke up 2 years, you find yourself repeating the saying, talking like them. It's like, nah, something is transferable, and you need to get rid of the infestation. Okay, so that is what I get for this. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, everybody, so that is what I get, messages 1 through 5 here on YouTube. We're going to take it over to the Patreon where I got these pink and purple messages that I'm going to be breaking down, okay? So just remember throughout this next season, the next month, whatever you want to call it, that referred pain, getting to the root cause of what is actually painful in your life, okay? Remember, referred pain is pain that is in one part of your body that is actually caused by pain or injury in a different part of your body. This is physically speaking, emotionally speaking, mentally speaking, relationships, co-workers, family. Take it in whatever area it applies in your life, but by all means, get to the root. Okay, we spending a lot of time trying to fix stuff that don't need to be fixed because it's not the problem. The problem is here. And if you fix the problem, all that other stuff will line itself up. Okay, so keep that in mind. Head on over to the Patreon right now. Be on the lookout for my EP dropping soon. And if this is where it ends for you, thank you so much. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in your next video.